relationship with the food that I cook is that for me food in general eating in general is a very easy doorway into gratitude. So when I have a plate of food and I look at it and I see it, I smell it, it's for me easy to connect to that space of gratitude. I'm very passionate about traveling and community and bringing people together, being together. For me, food also in that sense is a really great opportunity to be creative and to be together and to produce really awesome stuff. So how would I describe my style of cooking? I love simple food, pure and food that takes just a little bit of time and effort to produce. And I also think that nature is so abundant and already so creative that we don't actually have to do much to make stuff taste good. Roasting vegetables and adding just like a little bit of oil and salt and pepper and mix it with some boiled grains, olive oil, some lemon juice, lots of fresh herbs, seeds, bam, ready. I tend to cook a lot of vegan and vegetarian because I see how the choices we make with, well, basically all things we consume, but food also, especially how we influence the whole web of life. So I tend to cook vegan, vegetarian because it's a very sustainable way of eating, and I love to inspire people with it. I love it to be simple, clean, clear. I love it that you instantly see what's on your plate and that the visual aspect of it is like part of the experience. What really touches me is I cook a lot of vegetarian and vegan food in festivals, and it really often happens that somebody comes up to me and says, listen, wow, I'm a really fanatic meat eater, and by eating your food I came to the conclusion that I actually don't need it. And that really touches me. It happened to me a lot of times, and then it's like, yeah, that's also why I do it. It's to really show people the simplicity. So sometimes people eat vegetarian food or vegan food that I cook for like 5, sometimes 7 days, so they can really notice the difference, in their system, in their body. And I get a lot of positive feedback on it, and that's really a big part of why I do what I do. My mission, I love inspiring people. I love to show people how easy it is to make delicious, healthy food. My wish is to inspire people to cook, to stop buying processed food. The way I see it, with everything that we buy, and especially the stuff that we eat, we influence the whole web of life. From the people that produce it, the way it is produced, our food choices really matter. If we eat organic, that means that there is not so much pesticides used, no chemicals, no artificial fertilizers. My mission is to inspire people into realizing that cooking is not just fun, it's a very creative process, but it's also a very important thing to do. I really want to inspire people to cook and not to buy any processed and ready-made food. There's a whole industry based on this, and basically it's all about profit. And the food that is processed has almost no nutritional value, and it's made by people that make it as addictive as possible. So the food that is processed, the food that you buy in fast food restaurants, is addictive and it's bad for you. It doesn't have the nutrition that we need. So my mission is to show people the simplicity of it and the importance of it. So when we think about what we eat, when we consciously choose our ingredients and our products, that we look into how it is produced. Is it produced in a sustainable way with respect for nature and people? Then we can actually really make a difference in the world. And so we don't necessarily have to stand on the barricades throwing rocks at the police to be activists. We can actually be activists in our everyday life with the things, with the choices we make when it comes to consuming. And just bringing people together, being together, cooking together, eating together. It's like this tribal connection that we actually all have inside, to be together with our loved ones, around the fire, around the food, around the table. That's something that I want to inspire people to do. I love to travel, I love to cook, I love to be with people, I love to connect with people, I love to be in nature. I consider myself to be an activist in some sense. That is that I think that the way we eat and what we eat is important in the sense that it influences everything that we know. It influences the whole planet and its inhabitants. And I see the way forward is community-based lifestyles where my relationship with food. Well, for me, food is a really easy way to connect with that sense of gratitude. It's like when I have a plate in front of me and I just take a moment to realize and to acknowledge where all that food on my plate came or comes from. All the energy that went into it, the people that grew it, the people that transported it. And when I take a moment to just tune into that, it's really easy for me to feel so much gratitude. And I believe that gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions that we have. And I think that is, it's a healing emotion. Gratitude connects us and expands. And for me, that's a really important aspect of food. My style of cooking, I would describe as simple, honest, and clear. You see what you're eating. I love to take what nature provides and do as little as possible with it. I love to roast vegetables, so the flavors get concentrated. I love to use really good oils and vinegars, lots of lemon juice and fresh herbs. But basically, I love to keep it simple. I love food to be ready fast. I'm not really into spending when I cook for myself and friends, I just want it to be fast, simple, and super tasty. Yeah, so right now I'm standing in I don't know how to call it. It's a vegetable garden of Jachtlust. And you take, for example, this chard over here. Chard, you just stir fry it with a little bit of garlic, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. That's it. It has so much flavor of itself. And here in front of me there's a lot of palm cabbage. And you just also stir fry it. You got to do that for a bit longer because it's quite a sturdy vegetable. But just to keep it simple. Simple, clear, honest. That, and then just, take off the skin. And then just roast that shit. Yeah. I love leg of lamb. I love the tongue of the lamb. It's really tender and really good.
So you be warm in winter.
Yeah. Just stuff it with garlic and roast it.
So your mission is to kill everything and just eat it.
But with respect. No, but it's about the respect. It's about the relationship that we have. I don't think there's anything wrong with killing, really. Yeah. It's just, when you go to the supermarket, it's all neatly packed and you don't even recognize really what the animal looked like. And I think if we go back to killing, that is with respect and awareness, taking a life, I think is a really powerful process and it changes the relationship. Yeah, I like to keep it simple. So for example, I just picked this pumpkin And there's 1,000 things you can do with it. You know, you can make a really beautiful mash out of it, soup, and I love to roast stuff. So, you know, cutting this into pieces, adding a little bit of oil, maybe some rosemary, maybe some cumin, coriander, some masala, and then roast it in the oven till it gets like golden brown. And that could be the base for many things. You know, I can mix it with grains, with green salad, and yeah, I love to keep it simple. For example, here we also have beetroot. Same story, you know. You can actually eat the leaf. So when you buy organic beetroot, make sure to eat the leaf. It's great in salad. You can stir fry it with some garlic, and you know, the beetroot also, again, you can eat it raw. Like if you slice it really thin, a little bit of oil, a little bit of sour vinegar, lemon juice, whatever. It's great. And also roasting it. I love to roast stuff, you know, because it concentrates the flavor, and it looks good, tastes good, changes the texture. I love this chewy texture of like roasted beetroot. And yeah, so that's basically how I do it. I try to keep it as simple as possible and pure.